Welcome to Accreditation Made Easy, the podcast that takes the stress out of accreditation. I'm your host, Areaka Jewell, and in each episode, we'll deliver actionable tips, expert insights, and practical strategies to help streamline the process, and of course, make your work life a little easier. Now, whether you're tackling policies, preparing for assessments, or just looking for ways to stay ahead, we've got you covered. Let's simplify accreditation, one step at a time.
Have you ever wished you could capture exactly how your files are built? The way things are labeled, what's attached, and even what's highlighted? Now you can. Hi, welcome back to another episode of Accreditation Made Easy. I am your host, Areaka Jewell, and today we're talking about exporting assessments in PowerDMS. Now, when you export an assessment, PowerDMS doesn't just give you a pile of files. It actually packages each standard's attachments into a single PDF. It even includes a hyperlinked table of contents, and when you scroll through the PDF, you'll actually see the highlights exactly where you had them in the original file. It's like taking a snapshot of your assessment at that moment in time. So, when might this be useful? Well, if you think about it, after your formal assessment has concluded, you can download a complete backup copy of your assessment files and how they were built. Talk about peace of mind. I know it sounds a little redundant, but just having something outside of PowerDMS, something tangible, you can use it as a reference for building future files if you want to print it out and just flip through and just visually see how you had things highlighted or what proofs you used. That's helpful. Also, how many times do you get a request from another accreditation manager asking, how do you build your files in standard, whichever one? Now, instead of trying to recreate what you have in PowerDMS, whether it's your policy and how you have it highlighted, or what proofs you use and what you draw the assessor's attention to, now you can share an exact real-world example without having to recreate anything. Because like I said, PowerDMS is going to put each standard's attachments into one little packaged PDF. So if somebody asks you for standard 101 and how you have it built, you go to your exported files, wherever you save it on your computer, find 101, send it. Or take out a certain page if they just want to know one certain part. But super, super helpful. Okay, so how do we do this? First, you're going to open whichever assessment that you want to export, click on Manage Assessment, and from there, select the Export tab, and then click Export Assessment. It's a blue button. Now, PowerDMS will notify you in two ways when it's ready. You'll get a message in PowerDMS, and you'll also, if you have a registered email, you'll get it via regular email, and it will say that your export is ready for download. So whether you get it in PowerDMS or you get it in your email, usually there's a link inside the message that you can click on that will take you straight to it. Otherwise, just navigate back to the original place you requested it in the Manage Assessment Export tab. You'll see any ready exports listed there. Now, a few things to remember. Number one, exports are only available for 7 days. If you later decide you made some updates or something and you want to request another one within that time, it's going to give you a little notice that says you're replacing the previous copy. And just to give you a heads up, there's a little known bug somewhere in PowerDMS where the export requests aren't generating properly. Like I just tried to do this last week to test it and see if anything's changed. And I was an unlucky one and it didn't actually render my export. So if that happens to you, just know it's not you. Either try again later or contact PowerDMS support. But to sum this all up, the expert assessment feature is one of those tools that you may not use every day, but when you need it, it's a game changer. Like I said before, it gives you that peace of mind, it helps you train others, and it preserves your work in a way that's easy to share. All right, friends, that's it for this quickie episode. I want to thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope to see you back next time. Until then, let's keep making accreditation easy, one step at a time.